We cannot make progress in this country if we don't tell ourselves the home truth. There's no way. There's no way. Now, again, they were talking about Southern Traditional Rulers Committee on Health. And the eminent professor Patel was saying that this will become an annual event, what we are doing today, if I heard him correctly. The truth of the matter is that there is nothing like Southern Traditional Rulers Council. If you come here, Patel, and you give money to people on that basis, it's not correct. The South is not the North. We have a system. We need unity in diversity. So that people. So if you want to deal with us in the Southeast. If you have resources for us, give it to us. Don't give it to people who come and say, we are Southern Traditional Rulers Council. Democracy is a representative government. And anybody who goes to present himself without his people is not democratic. So get it. We think that we will do our best. Mr. President, we are going to support this health. Do all we can, but please listen to our cries. May God bless all of us.
Okay, there's massive celebration now in the southeastern part of Nigeria, and the British are in serious panic because Nnamdi Kanu release date have been leaked. And with what we've been hearing now, it's as if Tinubu has given his order that Nnamdi Kanu should be released, because even with all the city boys, there is massive, a massive negotiation with the Aso Rock as regards Nnamdi Kanu release. What's your take?
The city boys completely out of this struggle. I must say it very clearly. The decision of the federal government under Bola Ahmed Tinubu currently now, it is not. It is a leaked information. Let me tell you what actually transpired. The federal government have actually mapped out a 7-man committee, powerful political inflation from all the 6 geopolitical zones, and they are going to go as delegates to Sokoto to visit Nnamdi Kanu. And in that meeting, it will be agreed that Nnamdi Kanu will be freed based on international pressure that is coming from different countries of the world. And Nigeria has continued to lose his diplomatic presence in all the nations of the world, among community of friends. It's affecting us too long. I'm just telling you. So, Bola Ahmed Tinubu has looked at it very well, that the threat that is coming from the north, and of course, the position of the traditional leaders from the eastern extraction, had made it very clearly that Nnamdi Kanu is the only factor that will determine the situation of electoral process in the entire southeast, not even the governors. And Bola Ahmed Tinubu has actually gathered this intelligence report and was able to put it down. Nnamdi Kanu is no longer an ordinary walking stick. Nnamdi Kanu is being discussed by world leaders across the globe. So if Asuro feel otherwise, that is their business. So it has become mandatory at this point in time because of what Nnamdi Kanu is. And remember that the president may have acknowledged that what actually transpired on the 20th of November was an absolute illegality in the judicial process. Nnamdi Kanu was wrongly sentenced, but they never foresee what was coming. They never see, they never believe that things will actually turn the way it is. They never believe that global communities are beginning to intervene. The spread of Biafran solidarity is everywhere. They never saw it coming. They would have pretended. But their mission failed automatically because what the federal government is getting in Aso Rock now, is no longer a palatable news. Nigeria is breaking up on daily basis. The Hausas are pulling out from the Fulanese. The middlebelters are pulling out from the core north. You know, the Biafran quest has spread all over the world. There is massive invasion of the Fulani conquest political religious agenda in the southwest currently now. And what that means, that the push by the Yoruba nation to romance the Eastern Bloc has collapsed. The city boys cannot go to the village boys to negotiate. And the village boys has the capacity to influence the city boys. And let me tell you, politics is grassroots, it's not urban.
But many people are saying why the city boys are so confident as regards Nnamdi Kanu release.
Remove this guy from the reason why the Bola Ahmed Tinubu is trying to negotiate with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
You cannot just
let me tell you first, they cannot connect. Nobody can connect the issue of Obi Kubana, a chief priest, Zenko, and the rest of them who are mobilizing for Bola Ahmed Tinubu. They are championing their own political career. They want to be senators. They want to be House of Representative members. And if you look at it very well, they are laying the foundation for their future political career. As simple as that. So what if APC fails tomorrow? Then what happens? What if there's a change of government? What happens? So remove whatever speculation and public opinion that is spreading all over that the city boys might have initiated the sudden negotiation that is going on between Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and, of course, Aso Rock, that a 7-man committee has been set up to pay Mazi Nnamdi Kanu a secret visit in Sokoto prison to plead with him that will trigger his release and allow a process that will bring Bola Ahmed Tinubu back to power. See, there's going to be issues in 2020 before 2027. And let me tell you, the Southeast issue is being determined by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The middlebelters are questioning what will happen if they actually pull out, like they have announced it very clearly, that they are no longer part of the North. And what does it mean? The North is battling Bola Ahmed Tinubu for destabilizing and splitting the North and creating a certain awareness to the Hausas. You can see all the pro-Buhari elements in the North now. Bola Ahmed Tinubu is batting them without looking back. And the only way he can get votes now, or whether it's by sympathy or by omission or whatever, he is being advised by his people that, please, this is the man. Just like what the monarch told him, you know, the youth in the Biafra land are restless because of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So now he has now decided, said, okay, let this committee go and negotiate for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, brief him on what we want to do. But what we are hearing, that actually Mazi Nnamdi Kanu rejected that negotiation. And now Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, with all the city boys and rubbish, rejected it, insisting that nobody should beg for my release. But what is coming to Nigeria is greater than Aso Rock. So you can see the narrative now. So it's about to go out to press stars now, run to UK and play with UK to intervene. But unfortunately, the global power has shifted from the British Empire. Now we are talking about the American Empire, the power of globalization, the power of nationalism, the power of individualism, the power of micro support and pillars of global community. See, There's nothing you can do about it. Britain can never defeat Israel. Nigeria can never defeat Israel. Israel, the Jews are the genesis of every civilization, modernization, invention all over the world. And why would these people who has contributed so much to the development of nations, humanity, be targeted for destruction? It is the question. Why are they targeted? And the people who are targeting Israelis and Jews all over the world for destruction have not contributed anything to the world. The same thing where we are experiencing in Nigeria. What have the Fulanis contributed to the development of Nigeria? Zero over zero. And what they are bent of is going every nook and cranny, trying to destroy. And unfortunately, the concept of the APC administration seems to align with it. Now you don't hook. 7-man committee to visit Nnamdi Kanu in Sokoto prison. Negotiation is going on. Tinubu is plotting his release. Whether it offends the North or not, he doesn't want to know. But he'll be disappointed that the supposed release of Nnamdi Kanu does not center on his decision and cannot guarantee 85 million votes in Nigeria for him.
But a lot of people are tweeting May 29 to be in Nnamdi Kanu. That's the day Tinubu is planning to release Nnamdi Kanu. But the northern elders are warning Tinubu. They said, don't try it.
Any northern elders that are warning Bola Ahmed Tinubu does not even wish Bola Ahmed Tinubu well. I can tell you what is happening in the north currently now. The Hausas are pulling out from the Fulanis currently now. Currently, as I'm speaking to you, there's uprising against the Fulanis, and they are accusing the Fulanis that they are not from Hausa land, they are not indigenous people. Where do they come from? They are killing themselves. Understand that very clearly. The North are saying that, since ever Nnamdi Kanu was sentenced to Sokoto prison, Nigeria has fallen 100 times backward. A lot of calamities are happening to Nigeria. It is a signal that Nnamdi Kanu is a representative of divinity. They have acknowledged that. The president of the Nigeria Students Union Association made it very clear. A lot of people are saying it. Release him. Free this man. Everywhere. So he cannot use that as an excuse. And that is the driving force. And when that he mistakenly do that, either by commission or omission, Nnamdi Kanu will be flown outside the country to receive the declaration of the newest republic in the world that's about to, birth any moment from now. Has no business. People are saying he's going to join APC. Unfortunately, they do not know that the person they are talking to is IPOB Supreme Leader, Mazi Okuchukwu Nnamdi Kanu. You hear that? Okuchukwu. There's no English name in his name. So it tells you, the stuff he is made of. Nigeria never saw it coming, that the Israeli parliament can actually tell the whole world now who is going to doubt that. They have all the intelligence all over the world. They have what it takes to conduct whatever thing they needed to do as per able to know whether IPOB is a terrorist organization or not. Today, they say IPOB is not a terrorist organization. They even went as far as signing a takeoff document of the Biafran government. So what does that tell you? So leave all the paparazzi of what they are trying to manipulate. But before we get to that level, you don't know the kind of intelligence the Igbo monarch have, and was able to tell Bola Ahmed Tinubu that it is time for you to know that you either return this man to Kenya or you return him to UK. Do you know what that means? If you don't need him in Nigeria, take him back. But you don't know the kind of information that man have and was able to, confidently, ideologically present it before the chief commander of the Nigerian Armed Forces, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who was seated in that summit, in that conference. He heard him very well. If the likes of Nnamdi Kanu can be using Lexus, Jeep, enjoying red carpet and everywhere, Boko Haram killers and everywhere are moving from one corner to another, celebrating with governors. What has the Igbo... See, I keep on saying it. Nigeria can never answer the Biafran question until the end of this country called Nigeria. They can never, and they will never.
But after that, speech by by the Enugu monarch, we've seen a lot of traders in Lagos, they are about to dump Lagos for the Biafra coast. They said this speech has opened their eyes, and they said enough is enough. The Lagos government are in serious panic now because a lot of traders are ready to dump Lagos. They said enough is enough. The Lagos government have reaped and they continue to reap from the Igbo trader in Lagos. Do you agree with you?
Who has the most contribution in the development of Nigeria? Which tribe has the most contribution in the development of Nigeria? You that interview me, if you can say the truth, because that's what the man told Bola Ahmed Tinubu there. It is high time we tell ourselves the truth.
Some say the Yorubas, because Yorubas, I saw them online saying that
you only saw them online. Even the vice president acknowledged it. The late president of Nigeria, Buhari, acknowledged it. So El-Rufai's wife acknowledged it. It was only Bola Ahmed Tinubu's wife that said that they will seize Igbo properties and throw them. Tinubu's wife. He said it in the campaign. And we are not hiding it. So you can see that the gang up is deliberate. And the resistance is also deliberate. The gang up is deliberate and the resistance is deliberate. Nnamdi Kanu will not die in Sokoto prison. In fulfillment of the real thing is that the consequences of it, I keep on saying it, they never see it coming. But Nnamdi Kanu has informed them that the presence of this man will open political doors for political conquest in the southwest. And what is happening? They already killed somebody, a referred monarch of Yoruba extraction. They went to his house with more than 100 Okada in the midnight and kidnapped him and killed him. Those things. It is not funny. But Nnamdi Kanu, who foretold what was going to happen today in Sokoto prison, jailed by Tinubu. He was jailed by Tinubu. There's nothing anybody. And you called IPOB people terrorists, and you want their vote. You cannot get it. I've not seen any time, anywhere, an Igbo presidential candidate or anybody of Igbo extraction has ever called Sodibu or Yorubas terrorists. But Bola Ahmed Tinubu did. And today, if you want the same terrorists to vote for you, there will be consequences. And the consequence is that he should resign and hand over presidency to P2B, deliver the structures of APC to P2B, and just walk away freely. It's as simple as that.
Okay, but what do you think if the Igbos pull out from Lagos, the traders, do you think it will affect do you think it will affect Lagos State?
Bros, what is Lagos State? Is Lagos State greater than Babylon? Where is Babylon today?
They are saying they can do without
bros, let me tell you. Everybody that's saying that, now go and look at it very well. Do you have the expertise? Do you have that culture? Do you have that divinity? Do you have that divine support? You think it's ordinary? God is involved. Call your own God. And anywhere we go, even though we are in the tunnel, but it took 20, do you know what is 20 naira? The Nigerian government used Sarowiwa, sold all Igbo properties, and named them above. 20 naira was given to an average Igbo man by the same people that Jet Man Nnamdi Kanu. The same people. There's nowhere, anywhere. Then all the properties of Yorubas in Abuja, in London, in America, in anywhere it is, should also be confiscated. Don't play with us, the Igbo people. We are solidly watching the development. The world is taking record. If they have told Nigeria that the United States of America has been documenting events after the war, 1967, they wouldn't have believed it. And when that information came, they budgeted $9 million US. Did you get that? They budgeted $9 million US. So what does that tell you? It gives you an insight. It tells you what is actually going on, and the consequences of that decision they have made is where we are today, and the world is also, watching. Thank you.
Okay. So, and lastly, we've seen terrorists sack over 50 persons in Zamfara, in Anka, a local government to be precise. Sokoto now is in panic. The likes of Gumi. We've seen two new Bello boys continue to rampant or cause mayhem there in Zamfara state. And now Sokoto is crying, said this one Nigeria is getting tiring.
Okay, nobody will listen to that ideology.
50%.
Yes, see, let me tell you. The time has gone when that kind of sympathy should be given to the likes of Sultan of Sokoto, who have actually gone underground ever since the Americans decided to continue to deploy troops in Nigeria. They've all gone underground. Nobody's talking anything, So and let me tell you, Tinubu is ready for them this time around.
Bites them. Are you sure it's not just making mouth?
Bro, let me tell you, he's biting them already.
Tinubu might be blabbing.
Bro, he can be called it as he's blabbing, but he's biting them back to back. If you are not loyal to Jagaba, he will bite you. As long as you're from the north, he will bite you. The funniest thing is that it can be trickish to an extent, because we saw it very clearly. There was a gang up to push a certain narrative that is related to Islam, using the traditional institution and rulers to propagate Islam in the south. But unfortunately, the Igbo nation are not slumbering, they are not sleeping. It was stated a situation where it was proclaimed that the Oni of Ife will be a permanent supreme leader. Do you know what that means? All their plans, all their directives, whether they attack themselves or they not attack themselves, these are two bad boys, and they know themselves. They know this thing that hold them together. Whether they expose it or not, the fact still remains that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is catching all pro-Buhari, pro-Fulani in the north, squeezing out all the money that will be used to launch a fight back ahead of 2027. That is what is happening. So he's collecting all their money. All the people who are supposed to finance whatever they are supposed to finance, he's squeezing them. He's collecting the money back, disarming them. And that is why we see some level of, the Hausa regaining consciousness. So when you see the attack that is going on and on and on, of course, it will continue like that. Either by omission or by commission. It will continue. It has become a guerrilla warfare. And what are they asking for? These people are not contributing to the development of Nigeria. They're not adding value. They are not into commerce. They don't build house. They don't contribute anything. They don't build factory. Nothing. Nigerians are paying them billions. But the people who are contributing something in Nigeria are in jail. We can never be a nation. There's no justification for that. We are just pretending and waiting when a powerful superior force will invade Nigeria and take a proper decision. A time will come, we will address Ralibon completely for him to understand that it is no longer funny. I can continue to give you instances of nations, 22 Arab nations that formed Arab League. There are 22 of them. Go and look at their history. Who were they? What was they? What was the religion? 22 Arab nations all over the world. Nation, can just go ahead and mention one nation from that 22 Arab nation that has invented something that added value to the civilization and humanity. Just mention one. But they are busy destroying. The way they are ganging up and destroying the Biafrans. What is their contribution? We can never be one. We don't share the same ideology. We don't share the same belief. We don't share the same orientation. If not, without the Igbos, Nigeria will not have any international image. Quote me. 24 hours, I can tell you. Are they not experiencing it? That they want to launch Islam through the Southern Traditional Council, where the Oni of Ife will become a permanent representative of traditional Islamic government in Nigeria. You might not know what in the happen. People don't know what. Every plan they go, God will turn it against them. Any plan they bring, God will turn it against them. So you can see clearly that there's no two ways about it anymore. Chino Achebe said it very well. The center can no longer hold